Alright, we didn't quite finish all the material for section 1.3. So this is talking about the discriminant, and the discriminant is the value underneath the radical, the b squared minus 4ac in the formula. So we have this formula, the opposite of b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac. The b squared minus 4ac part of the problem is what we call the discriminant. If that value is greater than 0, then there are two real solutions. So, for example, the problem that we did right before it was square root of 29, and there were two solutions. There were two places where it crossed the x-axis. If b squared minus 4ac is equal to 0, then there's only one real solution. And if it is less than 0, as in this case up here, it was negative 32. It was negative 32. So in that case, there are no real solutions. So if you remember when we looked at this graph, the parabola did not touch the x-axis, so there's no solutions. So let's look at these problems here, and all I want to know is how many solutions are there? One solution, two solutions, or no solutions? So we're taking this problem, A is 2, b is negative 5, and c is 1, and we're plugging it into the b squared minus 4ac part. So b squared is 25 minus 4 times a is 2, c is 1. We get 25 minus 8, which is 17. So because this number is bigger than 0, that means there are going to be two real solutions. And then we have this one, 3x squared plus 6x plus 7. A is 3, b is 6, c is 7. So we have 6 squared, 36. 4 times a, which is 3, times c, which is 7, which is 84. And when we subtract those, we get a negative 48, which means there are going to be no real solutions to this problem. And then our last one, we have x squared minus 6x plus 9. b is 6, so it's 36. 4 times a is 1. C is 9. So we get 36 minus 36, which is 0, which means there's going to be one real solution. So what do these look like on the calculator? So here's our first one. So when I graph that, you'll notice that my parabola touches the x-axis twice, which means there are two real solutions. If we look at our next one, notice that the parabola is up here and it never touches the x-axis, which means there's no real solution. And then our last one, notice it only touches the graph once, which means there's only one solution. So this last problem, if I factored it, would look like this. X plus 3 squared, or you could write it as x plus 3 times x plus 3. That's what it is factored. So the solution is that negative 3. So I hope this helps.